Back on the Bluff, a Jaguar Nation football preseason special.
Welcome back. For the second straight year, the Jags have a quarterback competition in fall camp, but this time we are left in the dark on who is going to start to open the season against North Carolina Central. But Reggie, let's be honest, I think most of us know it's going to be Jalen Woods. He finished 3-0 as a starter, threw for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he has experience and has proven himself, to an extent, only 3 games, but I think he looked good over fall camp. But Cameron McCoy, transferred from Jackson State, kind of shakes up that quarterback room. Reggie, you know my answer on who should start. Who do you think should get the start on Saturday?
Well, for all indications, it should be Jalen Woods. I mean, he's a guy who's played. He's proven himself to be a winner. Now, the question is, with a guy like Cam McCoy, who gives you so many tools in his box, he's a dual threat quarterback. He's an accurate passer, but Jalen Woods, this has been his team. Coach Graves has even said, hey, Jalen has earned the start. He's been playing well. He played well during the spring. He's played well during the fall. Now, we don't know if Coach Graves might decide to say, hey, let me put a little switcheroo, because he's been playing it close to the vest. He won't name a starter. We can all assume, what they say when you assume, but we can all assume that Jalen Woods is going to be the starter. But he's earned it, but who knows? Coach might decide to pull a switcheroo at game time.
Well, Graves also said on Tuesday that he is going to play both quarterbacks, but again, you put Cam at wide receiver, running back, you can throw him anywhere.
Yes.
But here's Graves on why the quarterback competition is still undecided.
They're doing a great job of leading and executing the offense. So you give them an opportunity. It's Jalen's job to lose, but those guys are competing every single day. And I put all the faith and trust in Coach McNair, the quarterback's coach, Coach Frederick, the offensive coordinator. I give them all. I know that they're going to put the right guy out there for us to give ourselves a better chance to win. So, and we got 2 really, really good quarterbacks. And so those guys are competing. Those guys are not taking a back seat. And so it's going to be fun.
I also got to give a shout out to the freshman Dylan Compton. That kid has been balling out through fall camp. I think he would be ready if his name is called anytime through the season. But Reggie, we also got to talk about how lucky is Southern to go from Willie Taunton to Fred McNair as their quarterback's coach. I mean, he's won multiple SWAC championships as a head coach. How big is that to have him coaching the quarterbacks now?
The Jags are incredibly lucky to go from Willie Totten, I'm sorry, couldn't get the name out, Willie Totten to Fred McNair. That's how excited I am about it. I mean, this guy is a proven winner, a proven championship coach, and he's a quarterback developer. And when you have a guy who's a quarterback developer and a proven winner, a proven champion, I mean, head coaching experience and quarterback development experience and a legend like Fred McNair, the original Air McNair.
I was just about to say that.
You can't hope for anything or wish for anything better than that, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he's enjoying coaching the quarterbacks again instead of, I'm sure he had fun with the tight ends.
Yeah.
But he kind of feels back at home with the quarterbacks. But all right, we talked about the QBs. Let's move on to the wide receivers. Even with the loss of Chandler Whitfield and Tyler Kirkwood, they're in good hands bringing in Malachi Jackson, Kobe Brown, and Cam Jefferson returning. But all eyes have been on the hometown kid, Darren Morris, to take that next step. He's the clear wide receiver 1 in that room. He's battled through some injuries, especially last season. But if he stays healthy, man, I think he could be really dangerous. Reggie, what are your expectations of Morris this season?
Well, this is Darren Morris' opportunity to become the star that he is. I mean, he has a great personality, a great sense of humor. He looks good on camera. And if he plays, he showed great flashes last year as a freshman, but if he plays up to par, stays injury-free, this guy is a star in the making. He has the size and the speed and the ability to be a really great player. And if he can do those things, oh man, the sky is the limit for the Jaguar offense.
He's also the older guy now, in that leadership role. When we talked to Morris over fall camp and asked him about being a wide receiver 1 and now taking over that leadership role, he of course took the humble route.
I'm really not thinking of it as a wide receiver one because all our receivers are going to eat at the end of the day. So I'm just thinking of taking it as a leadership role. I know the playbook like the back of my hand, so I'm making sure the young guys know it just as well. So because we will need everybody to make it to Atlanta. So just making sure all the young guys know it just as well as I do.
I expect a breakout year from him, man. I mean, a healthy Darren Morris is going to be tough to deal with. So I'm excited to get him to the game. So whatever we have to do to keep him healthy, he's practicing hard, he's getting his treatment and rehab and stuff, and he's going to be ready to go.
But speaking of weapons, there are some big expectations for tight end Dupree Fuller here in second team, all preseason SWAC honors. He had a kind of a quiet year, I think only 2 touchdowns. But with this offense, do you think he could kind of shine a little bit more this year?
I think there'll be more focus on getting the ball to Dupree Fuller. Even though he only caught 2 touchdowns, they were 2 big touchdowns. As a matter of fact, everybody remembers the one-hand grab against Alabama A&M to win the game. And so you're going to have big expectations his senior year. He's a big guy with soft hands and great feet. So, you know, if you get the ball to Dupree Fuller, he's the other veteran receiver coming back. So you got to look for him, and they got to make him part of the offense because tight end, it's a lost position. Throw the ball to the tight end. He's always open.
Yep, he's that safety blanket for the quarterbacks.